Legends of Cybertron reviews.
Hi guys, welcome to Legends of Cybertron reviews. I am John, also known on Instagram as Legends of Cybertron. Today we are going to be doing a slight different review. This is more of a comparison video, okay? And what we have here is Newage's Bumblebee taking on mechplanet's Bumblebee. Now, as you can tell, obviously from the height, there's a hell of a difference, okay? And I've got my little boys at the back there to show you my little comparisons, okay? Obviously, we have, Roadburn from Hasbro's Titan's Return, magicsquare's Trailbreaker. We've got ironfactory's Runabout, not Runamuck, Runamuck's the white one, isn't it? We've got MFT, Shockwave, and Inferno, okay? Now, what is the difference between these guys? Well, first off, Newage is obviously, the smaller legend scale, which is good, okay, because he actually does fit into my collections at the size he is. The other guy, Bumblebee, or should I say Big Yellow Bee, as he's known in the mechplanet world, yeah, he is a little too big, if I'm being completely honest with you. He's like literally a little bit smaller than Optimus Prime. I mean that in a nicest possible sense. So let's get to the boxes. So, if you're looking for Newage Bumblebee, this is Newage Bumblebee here. Hello, I'm Newage Bumblebee. And if you watched the video I put on last week, I think it was, to do with Newage Bumblebee, so you'll be able to see the transformations and the review on that video. And then you've also got mechplanet's Bumblebee. Now, in my opinion, there are pluses and minuses to both figures, okay? The plus on mechplanet's side is he looks just like G1's Bumblebee. If you look at his face, love that face. His body is, in my opinion, a little bit too long, and his wheels do not fold underneath, okay? His gun, though, is brilliant. Look at his gun. Love his gun. Now, I'm not going to transform this guy in this video. I'm just going to compare the two. Newage's Bumblebee, his gun, well, his face, let's start with his face. His face is not too bad. It's quite good, really. It's a bit out of focus there. It's very good. It's not as good as mechplanet's, but, it is smaller, so in size comparison, it's actually very good. His body, I think, is better scaled than, we'll call him Tubby B. Sorry, Tubby B. You need to stop eating them chips, lad. His wheels fold in on themselves on the bottom, so they don't, obviously, stick out like they do on mechplanets, because otherwise it'll look weird. But the only point is, the one thing that does my head in with this fella, and I think it's to do with helping him out with his transformation, is his hands. If you look at his hands, they're at a slight angle and they're fixed. So obviously that is all one piece of plastic. One bit yellow, obviously, with the other bit painted black. And it makes it for holding his gun a bit skew-whiff, wonky maybe, Luke. Doesn't hold it straight, he holds it wonky, so it's like a bit meh. Now, on the other side, mechplanet's Bumblebee, his hands are also fixed, but they're fixed straight. So when you have his gun, you can move the gun if you wanted to, or whatever, to whichever way you wanted to do it. Unlike this guy, because this guy's gun is squared, and so is his hands. Okay, so obviously they're not rounded, so you can't move that any way you want. You can only move the arm any way you want. Okay, and obviously the head. Well, on this guy, obviously it's a round peg, so you can just move it any way you want while the arms stay still. Now, The colour on them, on the windows, I would say are bob on. I really like the colour of the windows. They're virtually the same, if I'm being honest. The virtual same colour. Now, the only point is, this is where it gets a bit... because when you spin them round, Newage Bumblebee is all nicely packed and sealed away, so it all looks like a one complete bot. mechplanet, what is going on there? I mean... Really? He's all open. If it was all closed off, this bit, and look a bit like that, this would look like a good bee. But unfortunately, it isn't that very good. And I've obviously put the stickers on and so on and so forth. So, height comparisons. Now, first off, I will get this Roadburn from Titan's Return and I will just put him next to mechplanet Bumblebee because... Excuse me, when I just sort the legs out. Because mechplanet Bumblebee is scaled to Hasbro's Legend class. So technically he would be, well, this bee would be oversized. Okay? When in actual fact, what mechplanet did, they went, oh, that's Hasbro's size. We'll make him exactly the same height. So you can tell he's just basically 2 horns bigger than him. It's the same height. In general terms, it's the same height. However, Newage Bumblebee is way smaller. Like the DX9 scale, it is a smaller bot. Obviously, as I've said previously in a post on Instagram, this guy, Newage no, hang on, let's put my teeth back in. Newage magicsquare DX9. And I think there's 2 others, isn't there? They operate in their own little scaling system, which is a-okay for me because it fits in. This Bumblebee fits in well with my collection now, where this Bumblebee does not. So this Bumblebee stays in his packet next to all the rest of the mechplanet figures that I do have the full collection of. This guy, however, is just here today to show you a height comparison between these guys. So if I was to get, obviously, if I was to get Inferno next to Bumblebee, which is also classed as an oversized figure, you will see that Bumblebee was probably near enough okay. If not, he is a little bit too big to go next to this guy. Roadburn as well, also a little bit too big to go next to this guy because he's the same height as Optimus, mechplanet's Optimus. But if you take this Bumblebee away and put Bumblebee from Newage next to mechfanstoys Inferno, I would say that's a nice little scale. I do like that muchly. And then if you get Trailbreaker, whose head has decided to disappear. Don't know why. Bear with. There we go. If you put Trailbreaker next to Newage's Bumblebee, that's also a good little size. Okay, in robot form. So, that being said, let's just move these to one side. And we'll just get Runabout. Again, Runabout there, that's that size. And then Runabout next to Bumblebee is also the same height. Isn't he? So would Ironfactory be classed as an oversized Transformer? I think you might be right there. So we'll just put Runabout over there. So, what do you get in the box? Well, with Newage, you get the box, you get B, and you get the instructions. That's it. That's all you get. It's a teeny tiny box, teeny tiny instructions. That's it. And if you're looking for it, Newage Bumblebee is called Flipper. So Newage Flipper, that's his box. These are his instructions to get the gun, and that's what you get. Okay, he sold out pretty damn fast, if I'm being honest. The box, however, is actually quite a nice little box. You can turn it around, look at the side bits, you know, obviously, and then you look at the back, and it's got DX9 Optimus with Newage Bumblebee coming out of it. Same on that side, Mini Warrior, and then that's underneath, that's on top. Okay. Now then, what do you get for mechplanet's Bumblebee, also known as Sky Officer Big Yellow Bee? Okay, let's just move my phone a little bit so you can see what's going on. So, what do you get? Well, first off, you get an extra backpack for Bumblebee to put on. So you can either have this one or the plain one that I've already got on the figure. I decided to go for the plain one. No particular reason, just went for the plain one. You also get a Ravage Scout, well, bio card. So you turn it around. Very good quality card, this, by the way, for Ravage. And then, obviously, you turn that around and put that back there like that. And then you get our bio card for Bumblebee. Again, nice, strong, hard plastic card. You get the instruction booklet. Yay! And you also get Ravage as a freebie. Now, Ravage also comes in his own little box. Obviously, for hot toys or hot soldiers. And Ravage is, if I'm being honest, he's not very good. And he's very easy to transform. You just whip that over there, whip that down there. Oh, well, up there like that. Sorry, hang on. Did that wrong, didn't I? So let's put that there. Legs in. Like so. Put the head down. Done. And then you just put him inside the box. Like that. Like so. And that is where I will leave it, ladies and gentlemen. If I'm being completely honest with you, you do have pluses for both Bumblebees. If I'm completely honest with you, if you like Mechplanet's Bumblebee, I'm being honest, I would. If you're anything like me, you would just collect it just to keep on your shelf these days. And if you're going for something to go with the rest of your Transformers collection, your third-party legend scale Transformers collection, I would go with Newage Bumblebee, if I'm being honest. This Bumblebee is more suited for if you love the Mechplanet collection and you don't like any other collection out there, which is a very rare form of collecting, if I'm being honest, because if you like this bee and you're a Bumblebee fan, you're going to like Newage Bumblebee as well. So it stands to reason, if you're anything like me and you've gone ahead and picked all the Mechplanet Transformers up, then they hold a bit of a soft spot in your heart for them, because you don't want to get rid of them, because they were your first collection that you collected completely. Okay, and according to the rumours, Iron Trans have brought out the Datsun brothers, obviously Smokescreen, Prowl, and Blue Streak, Silver Streak, whichever one you would call it, depending on what era you're from. And basically, those guys were supposed to be Mechplanet's creations, but they never made it to it. But yeah, if I'm being honest, if you like the Mechplanet collection, then this Bumblebee is still brilliant in his own right. If you want a decent looking Bumblebee to go with your Hasbros, he's definitely the guy. Okay, to go with Brawn and Roadburn and Warpath and Seaspray and Cosmos and so on and so forth. On the other hand, if you're looking for a third-party Transformer that goes well with your other Transformers, I would probably go with Newage Bumblebee. And that is probably it. Out of 10, I would probably give Newage Bumblebee a solid 8. And as for Mechplanet's Bumblebee, I would probably say 6.5. Only basically judging this on the fact that I collect these Transformers and I make reviews of them. So I would say Newage Bumblebee is going to be your best bet to go with your collection of magicsquare and ironfactory and DX9 and mechfanstoys, pockettoys, so on and so forth. And then obviously if you want Mechplanet, you can just go out and buy Mechplanet its own. Okay, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you do tune in one more time. Well, do tune in again for more updates and reviews from myself, Bart and Simon. Thank you very much. See you again.